So on March
Congresswoman
14th,
Jasmine
mark my
Crockett.
words, I could be wrong, but I think we're going to end up shutting down the government. The problems that we keep seeing is that he is trying to test his power. He said that he was going to be a dictator on day one, and that's exactly what we are experiencing, because he decides that his power of the pen should overrule everything else. The reason that he is wrong, in my legal opinion, is that when it comes to appropriations, that is not something that the president does. It is something that the Congress does. The Congress has the power of the purse. What does that mean? That means that it has to go through 535 people before it makes it to the president's desk. And that is the only way that we literally take in your tax dollars from the various ways that we take in tax revenue. And then we redistribute that money in the various ways that we do. That has to go through Congress. He unilaterally believes that he can, with the stroke of a pen, say, never mind, we're going to undo that. A couple of issues with that. Number one, we have the power of the purse, not the president. Number two, that has already been signed into law. We have organizations that are relying on us. They have made contracts based on that. And so I personally think those organizations need to jump into some of this litigation, because they are relying to their detriment on what we promised them. That's yet more legal terminology. But he tried this when it came down to the Constitution. He believes that he can override the Constitution as well. And so that's why he's been pushed back by a Reagan Republican judge immediately, where they said you can't get rid of birthright citizenship. But I think that what he's trying to do is he is daring this Trump Supreme Court to cross him. Listen, all we need is some people with a backbone, and that's on both sides of the aisle. We need some Republicans that say we are not okay with you destroying everything. And when I say everything, it's not just going to be black folk, it's not just going to be brown folk, it's going to be rural white folk as well. So if y'all don't come together and understand we need to organize for the midterms right now, or at least yesterday, then we are going to continue to go down this road. So right now, all I can tell you is that we don't have the numbers. I'm going to do everything that I can to say the Democrats need to stand together, and we need not give them anything. Because if they are not promising to do right by us, not to mention, even if we engage in negotiations, if he feels like he can just go ahead and take all the Democratic priorities out of whatever, then we also are going to be losing. So right now, I know everybody is panicking. I know everyone is upset, and I completely understand. All I can tell you is that hopefully we will have some judges, whether they are Democrats or Republican appointees, that will follow the law. This is very simple. What he is doing is lawless. He is lawless, and y'all decided that y'all wanted a thug in chief, and that's exactly what we got. We got somebody that showed y'all he don't have no respect for the law. He will continue to violate the law. He is violating the law. We will see if judges will continue to enable him to violate the law.